Grand Rising Elizabeth, today is Friday, Passion and Purpose Day, and it is July. Oh my goodness, it is July the 25th. We're at the end of the second beginning of the second half. How about that? July uh, is the beginning of the second half of the year. So I'm excited about what I have planned for the year and for the rest of the year and what we've got going on with Elizabeth for the rest of the year and kicking off into next year. I'm excited about that. And all of us up in our game and really focusing in on we are what we're about. So what I want to do, I want to talk about passion today. I am Queen Aduni, and my co-host will be on shortly, which is Lolly, Mariah, and Destiny.
Mhm.
The baby. So what I want to do right now is I want to play a song called Everybody Want to Be Loved. And that is one of my original recordings. But I just feel like everybody right now, even those who are doing evil, is because they want to be loved for whatever for they just got things twisted, right? You got a little twisted there. Um, yeah, but Grand Rising, Evelyn, Mama Evelyn, you want
And rising.
so how was the rest of your day yesterday?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, we found a Jack's car wash because Sheena wanted to go vacuum out the car, and it's right there on 9 Mile and Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty nice. So yeah, their vacuum cleaners suck it up really good.
Good, right.
So
Okay, good.
yes. So yeah. Yeah. I just organizing my crafts and stuff yesterday.
Yeah.
Dedicated to putting more of my videos that I had recorded. I uploaded another video
Mm-hmm.
showing the little pieces of wood that I paint, but uh, I need a camera because it still shows the phone, and the die. And I no,
Yeah, I know, right?
we're gonna do better. We're gonna do much better.
How about you, Sharonda? How are you? If you can talk, I don't know if you can right now. I'm going to play Everybody Wanna Be Loved.
Love.
And you'll see one person in there that you know. Some may know two people in there. Yeah, but yeah, we want to talk about passion and everybody wants to be loved. Um, and they want, we all want to be appreciated for what we do and what we bring to earth, right? We just want to be loved. We want to be heard. We want to be touched. We want to be easy to forgive.
Mhm.
Um, um, yeah, just we want to be cute. No matter what's going on with our bodies, we can be dragging that one leg. We're gonna dress that leg up. You're gonna do something that's going to bring us some joy. So I want you all to enjoy this and let that lead into what the power of passion is what we're going to talk about today. How about that?
Okay.
Mm, mm, mm. Now, can you see us? Can you see me on the side or anything?
Yeah, you're on the side of my screen. I could, where you are now. Yeah, I can see. I can see you.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't get that the vision over there, of everybody on the side.
Hmm. Can you usually get it like that on a tablet?
No, I'm on my computer, but
Oh,
sometimes I must have hit something and I don't know what that is that would let me see, show meeting. Let me see if this is it. Okay, I can see everybody if I push that. Okay, that's I just have to do that. All right, here we go. Enjoy.
My brothers and sisters, we celebrate your gifts. Please feel free to express yourself in a creative space like this. Cause everybody wanna be loved, and everybody wanna be touched, and everybody wanna be heard, and everybody wanna be free as a bird. We wanna hear your heart. We wanna feel your soul. We wanna get to know you. We wanna see what makes you whole. We need to love one another, cherish one another, teach one another, reach one another, kiss one another, hug one another, forgive one another, celebrate one another. The way to get is to give love. That's the only way it could be. Oh, how sweet and beautiful this old world will be. Cause everybody wanna be loved, and everybody wanna be touched, and everybody wanna be heard, and everybody wanna be free as a bird. We wanna hear your heart. We wanna feel your soul. We wanna get to know you. We wanna see what makes you whole. We need to love one another, cherish one another, teach one another, reach one another, kiss one another, hug one another, forgive one another, celebrate one another. If I just do unto you what I want done unto me, oh, how safe and wonderful this old world will be. Cause everybody wanna be loved, and everybody wanna be touched, and everybody wanna be heard, and everybody wanna be free as a bird. We wanna hear your heart. We wanna feel your soul. We wanna get to know you. We wanna see what makes you whole. We need to love one another, cherish one another, teach one another, reach one another, kiss one another, hug one another, forgive one another, celebrate one another.
All right. Did we lose somebody? Lost Mama Evelyn. Grand Rising Lolly.
Grand Rising. Sorry, I was having some technical issues.
Oh, uh-oh. Hey, little mama. Hmm.
Hello.
I mean, she just gets on there like, she really knows what to do. And I guess it's been part of her life, so.
Yeah.
All right. So did y'all see the video? Did you see any of it, Lolly?
No.
Oh, okay. So what I want to do today is to talk about the power of passion. I don't know if y'all saw the flyer that I posted right before coming on in the WhatsApp. But let me find that. Oh, here we go. There's so many things open here. Here we go. Here you guys are. Everyone is so quiet today. What's going on? It is kind of a like a dreary kind of day. It's one of those rainy days where you just want to cuddle up in bed and just not do anything, right?
Yeah.
Just not do anything.
I wish that was an opportunity that I had today, but I'll save that for later.
Right. Right. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to talk about the power of passion, discovering and developing your true calling.
Wait, is it showing something? I'm not seeing
You
it.
don't see it?
No. I only see a gray screen unless it's just me.
Okay, let me stop sharing. Now let me share again. And I hit that. And I hit this.
Okay, it's better. I don't know if you have something covering it that helped.
Okay. Can you just see only the slide?
I see the slide and then whatever, I don't know what's covering it on the top. There's like a part. There you go.
That was yeah. So the power of passion, discovering and developing your true calling. Okay. You got to go to the next one. Okay, there we got to do it. So this thing right here, let me move this. Move this down. Why passion matters. Passion gives life direction and purpose. It increases motivation and joy in daily activities. It improves confidence and self-awareness. It helps with career clarity and life satisfaction. Your passion is energy, feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you, says Oprah Winfrey. So passion gives life and direction and purpose. I know that who is on here right now. I know that you all know what your passion and your purpose is, right? So um that is one of the things. Well, you know what? I have not heard, Sharonda, I haven't heard you articulate what your passion is. I can assume just by what you have done. I know that you are a connector for people. You're always sharing what's going on. But do you know what is your passion that you could put into a sentence or two? And can you talk? And while Sharonda is doing what she's doing, Star, can you articulate what your passion is? That's that, like that elevator speech.
I'm not sure if I know what an elevator speech is.
It's that, one or two sentence that says who you are, what you're passionate about. In this case, we're talking about passion.
Oh, so you don't want a book. Okay.
No.
Uh, the only, I am discovering that your passion is what it is that you just love to do. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's just it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I love to talk to God. I am in the process through that. I'm in the process of discovering who I am
Mm-hmm.
and what I enjoy. And so I would say right now my passion is discovery of who I am. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
And the fact that I notice,
Yeah.
because I had somebody tell me something, and excuse my language, but you don't notice, you don't pay attention to. So I am paying attention. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that something how I mean, before discovering this, was there a passion that you thought you had or that you had or you still have it? Has it evolved into something else or whatever you thought was your passion or was your passion before this new discovery? Um, is that irrelevant in what I'm saying, what I'm asking you?
What I will say is there were different things that I would do to, I'm going to use the word help me to survive,
Okay.
not help me to survive mentally. I'll use that. And like music, what I would do with the recording and stuff, um, things like that, writing poetry. Um, until I get this right there, I'm just trying to figure out how to say it. Sometimes you just do different things that come up that make you feel better at the moment, at the time.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just wondering, Star, about was that a coping mechanism, the music and what you were doing back then, or is that something that will has the purpose has changed? the purpose of it before was to medicate you with music, just not be aware, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then now with your newness and your discovery, I I believe that God would use that same thing, but now it has a different purpose and it
Yeah.
has a different passion behind it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, because now that I think about it, you guys are in our conversation of sisters. We are sisters. Now that I think about it, the music that you were using before, when you would just it would be on your heart to make a video, make a CD for people when CDs were around.
Yeah.
On our age, and and you don't have that passion, right? I mean, no. What I was thinking about was it was always to help somebody feel better.
Yeah.
And now you can come from a whole different level of healing because of what you're learning now and because of what you're learning and discovering about who you are.
Yeah.
So I guess it still is the same passion.
Yeah. Because we don't always know that it is a passion.
Hmm.
We don't know. I've heard it said that um, what you like to do. I've heard someone say that if there's something that you just really feel like doing in the moment, do it because it's something that it's a part of you. It's something that you need to do. Um, and even it is now. I don't make CDs anymore. I could make a YouTube playlist. I think I have done it before for somebody. I don't remember it at the moment. But yeah, it's the same thing. And in the process, I am finding out who I am.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And the,
Thank you.
and the fact that I can't hide anymore.
Yeah. Right. You're busted.
Yeah.
Busted.
Yeah,
Grand
yeah.
Rising,
I think,
Lakeisha.
yeah.
You are so busted. Um, Lolly, have you gone through any evolutions or discoveries around your passion? You've always wanted to sing and entertain, correct?
Yes, but the thing is for me is I wanted to do everything. Anything that I thought I might be able to do a little bit of, I wanted to do it. And like that's great to have that type of tenacity and excitement about life, but not everything is your purpose.
Right.
There has been plenty of times where I've been doing something and I'm like, I hate this.
Hmm.
Like, I do not want to do this anymore. Like, this is not driving me. I quit. Like, I'm doing this because I have to at this point. I don't really want to. At first, I thought it was something. So, like, there have been some things like singing, for example, that have been there the whole time. And it's like, okay, this is definitely something that's part of my purpose. But there's just been so many elements of who I thought I was and I was not. And I guess I needed those experiences to better understand what my purpose is. It's like I'm trying to give an example. I love music, but I'll be honest, I'm probably not like the radio curator person. One of my jobs required me to do that, get the music and upload or organize the music and all that stuff and it was cool on paper, but like doing it stressed me out. My playlist, I don't know. Like I like doing it on my own just for fun, but not consistently. I have to do it. And so I had to realize, okay, if I'm going to be in entertainment and music, maybe that's not what I need to be doing.
Yeah.
Maybe my voice is what I need to use to walk in my purpose. So yeah, I've definitely had my moments where I'm figuring out like what's not aligned with my purpose. And
Mhm.
I think that's just as important as the things that you find that are aligned in your purpose. It just helps you streamline what it is that
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially when you are multi-gifted, multi-talented, then you have to, and that's why just recently did the spirit tell me these are the three things that you're going to work on. You're going to focus on these three, and then just, work on the other things as they come along and file it or talk more one-on-one with those. But as far as where I'm gonna bless you with money and everything is going to work. This is where you're to be at right now. Right now. And that will work on the um fullness of the vision because you still got to do these other little things. And then that will grow and that will grow. And I was talking to somebody um and it was just saying, oh, my husband, yeah. Just saying that people are watching you. Like, when you're out and about, you don't know who is watching you and how you are impacting on their life and how they are impacting your life, because we just be lifing, just get up and all right, what's going to happen today? Some are very aware and some are not. And some moments we are very aware and some we are not. And so, you know, but yeah, that passion right there, yeah, get you going. Okay, let me go back to my screen. Mm, 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 mm. All right, so increases motivation and joy in daily activities. I mean, when you're doing what you love to do, I know it feels good. I love it when I see, in particular, when I see Lakeisha out there just doing her thing, talking on the screen and just the excitement that she brings when she's opening the show and things like that, and that encourages other people that it's okay to be you. It's okay to celebrate you and celebrate and show other people how you celebrate where they know it's not fake. She doesn't just turn it on then. That's how she is. And when you can live your life like that, oh my God. I just want to say that, okay, it falls in improves confidence and self-awareness. It helps with career clarity and life satisfaction. Passion is energy. Let me move this up here. Passion is energy. You can feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. Like why am I getting up this morning? What in the world I'm going to get up and do what I love to do? So that I start, all of us, I assume we get up and do this every day, that we start off with our passion. You know what I mean? We start off with it. We come together, we talk, and we encourage one another. And then we go and we encourage one another to stay connected to what your passion is. You know, stay connected to what your passion. What are you doing this weekend that's going to increase your passion, that's going to make you excited about getting up tomorrow morning, or help you make a decision about whether you should do this or that, because of what your passion is, which one you're going to enjoy, and as well, which one is also needed. Sharonda, whenever you want to come to share what your passion is, just let me know because I know you're at work and you have to sneak it in. Grand Rising, Stacy, and welcome back, Mama Evelyn. We're talking about the power of passion.
That
Okay.
is so good.
It's signs you haven't found your passion yet. So, and we know many people that are here, right here. They feel stuck, they're bored, they're unfulfilled, they're constant job, career changing without satisfaction. There's a lot of that in their life. The difficulty setting long-term goals because they don't have any, so there's no passion. I don't know. Jealousy or longing when others talk about their dreams. They don't want to hear. They don't want to participate. Yeah. And when they're just feeling stuck, they don't know what to do. They're bored stiff at working that 9 to 5 job, although they can depend on that money. So I respect that. Matter of fact, I was always telling my husband, thank you for not taking the route of a full musician and going out there and, you know, living day to day. And he got a job instead where when people were wanting him to perform with him and travel and stuff, he got a job to make sure that me and Fame was covered as far as like insurance and the everyday things. So I really made sure that I let him know that I appreciate that he made that choice versus the other. I would have went with him with either way because I'm an entrepreneur kind of person. I'll jump out, you know, what do you call those bungee jumping and stuff, whatever. I'll jump. So, how to discover your passion? Well, you're going to reflect on what brings you joy. Uh, Identify your strengths. Explore childhood interests. Follow your curiosity. So right here, I want to hear from you what time is that? Okay. I want to hear from you. How did you discover it? Because your passion was there as a child. It's always been there. Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was there as a child. You can unmute yourselves so that you can just jump into the conversation around this. Lakeisha, have you always been a money person that want to keep up records and stuff like that? So it's not a money person like a money hungry person, but a record keeping and understanding how to take care of your life, your business, and I'm not talking about just a business where you're selling, but your business. That's your business, your life.
Yeah. So I never really talk about that too much, but when I was a little girl, I used to have these dreams of being wealthy. I used to see myself in front of a multitude of women. No men, it was all women, teaching them how to be financially independent. I wanted to be wealthy. And I don't understand like how did I even where that even came from because we was brought up on welfare. There was nobody in my family that I knew that had a business. That was not a conversation that we had in our household. Like, where did that vision even come from? Like, I still today, I'm like, I don't know. What made me want to be wealthy? What made me want to, just help women to be financial? I still today can't understand where did that come from. That's not a conversation we had. Nobody. So I don't know. That's just always been there. When
Always
I
been
look at
there.
my life,
Uh-huh.
it seems like everything that I've done kind of like helped me around that particular arena.
Mhm.
So not that I was passionate about it because when I got to college, I couldn't stand accounting. I thought I did. I was like, oh no, I can't do this accounting. After counting one,
Right,
counting two,
right,
got
right.
counting three, I was like, nah, this might not be for me. But my passion has always been dancing.
Mhm.
Like I love to dance. I have not danced in a long time, but that was my passion. It was like my stress relief. I'm in my own world. That's how I got sure to get loose. I used to get loose on that floor.
Mhm.
Turbo. I ain't like turbo, but sure to get loose. That's how I got that name because I love to dance. It's
Yeah.
just, it's free. It's like your own expression. It's like,
Yes.
it makes me feel good. I think I need to start
Yeah.
doing that again because it made me happy.
I'm glad you brought that up, Lakeisha, because so you can have more than one passion, right? I'm
Yes.
passionate about
Yeah.
I would say
dancing.
so. Yeah.
I'm passionate about, this, that, and the other. It doesn't have to be just one little thing because we are so connected as one with the spirit that there is no limit. There was a story where the man had needed to fix a machine for a building and he didn't know what to do. And he was like, I don't know, I just don't know what to do in the tools. And then he remembered, he said, Holy Spirit, I know you know how to do everything. Will you show me how to do this? And he mastered, I mean, just in that for that moment, he mastered putting that thing together. So in other words, we have access to anything we need in and we need to be because we are omniscient, all knowing, except that we forgot. So we had to just bring that back up. There, we can have many, many passions. Um,
I
we,
just wanted to
yeah,
add,
go ahead.
because that reminds me, so like I talked about like singing and music is one of my passions. But like science, so as a kid, I was good at science. I was great at science, but I hated it. I hated science, but I was so good at it. And and I just didn't understand like what the connection or disconnect was. I just didn't get it. And so it took like me finally getting to like learning more about wellness. And then later in college, psychology and all the things for me to
Mhm.
understand. Oh, okay. This is the type of science that I like. I can get
Yeah.
into it. But it's just interesting because it's like as a kid, I just, sometimes think about, because I look at other people and they're like, yeah, I was selling chips and doing hair in high school and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that wasn't me. But but thinking on like what are the things that did stand out when I was a child and like how they're showing up now. Um, baby girl. But yeah, I just thought that was so interesting. So sometimes the passion is not, you don't realize it's part of your passion until later on.
Yeah. Yes. 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 Anyone else want to share? Okay.
I do. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't know where it started when I was a child, but all I know is I was always interested. Maybe because I grew up in church and I grew up knowing God
Mm-hmm.
and I grew up exercising and playing sports and different stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That I always had this interest in um, the whole person. It intrigued me about every facet of our lives, our holistic beings, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And I always was interested in taking care of people and their health and wellness. Started off when I was in high school, becoming a certified nurse assistant, and then carrying that out. And I did a lot of other things in between that, but then I had the desire to go to school to be a nurse. And like Lolly said, she hated some parts of science, and I hated math. I hated it to the core. And um, when I started nursing school, I had to learn math. And they said, well, you have to get your transcripts from high school. And when I got my transcript from high school, I'm like, dang, I got to take this math all over because I know I flunked math because I hated it. I got my transcript back and I had an A- in math. Could not believe it. How did I get an
Whoa.
A- in math and I hated it so much? So, but then I had to learn how to do the algebra all over again because it was, I forgot some of it. But when I was taught it again, I learned it all again. But it just all came together to help me become the nurse. And then when I became a nurse, I always knew that I wanted to own my own business because I did not want to work for anybody because I needed to have my own space to explore what it was I wanted to do. And so that's when I decided to, own my own business. And now that I'm free to be able to express the whole part of me as a being, the whole holistic part of me, um, I can just deep dive into it because while I was in the nursing school, they always told us that nursing is a lifelong learning thing. And I was like, once I get my stuff, I ain't learning no more. I'm gonna be a nurse. That's it. But it intrigued me when I got on my own. Things just started clicking with me, learning about microbiome, neuroplasticity, just everything it is to learn about the body as a whole, our mind, body, soul, and spirit. It just led me right down the path. And for a long time, I didn't even know really what I wanted to do. And then this one person came to me and said, "What is it that you're so passionate about? What is it that you think about day and night and you can't get it out of your mind?" And it was health and wellness. And I was like, okay, so health and wellness can take you down the rabbit hole. And it took me down the rabbit hole of holistic health.
Mhm.
And that's where I stand today. I am so passionate about it. Even this morning when I got up, I've been having these challenges of getting my podcast up and going because I kept having these glitches in between while I'm trying to set up everything. And yesterday I was able to download this program to help me with the teleprompter that I purchased. And when I did it and I got it up this morning about 6 o'clock and I put it all together, I just read my script from my first podcast episode and I just was smiling after that. And I was like, I got it. I'm really feeling this. And my
Yes,
whole,
yes,
my,
yes.
yeah, my first episode is going to be what is holistic health and why is it more important now than ever before? And I just started reading through the script and I was just like feeling every bit of it.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
know that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
I'm
you do
happy
you
about it.
ever have that feeling like when you read something that maybe you found a long time ago or you heard something on the radio or you saw it or whatever you said, who
Yes.
who did that? You know,
Yes.
that I did that, like whoa, that's pretty
Yeah.
deep. You know, when you
Yeah.
when you see when you experience that moment where you get to do you. And it may be, I remember a conversation
Mm,
about it was about natural hair and we were sitting in a club, the girl was sitting next to me, she started talking about her braids and stuff, and I went into that and you'd have thought I was an angel sitting talking about, I mean just the knowledge of it, just knowing what I knew and just sharing that. So I know you
yeah.
get a joy from when you're able, just in that, just
Yeah.
in whatever that part is, just to talk about it or to
Hmm.
play around it or whatever.
Yeah. And I'm glad you said that because the other day I was listening to one of the episodes on the Grand Rising Elizabeth show that you posted on the first week in January of 2024. And I was listening to it and somebody was speaking and I was like, everything that person was saying, I'm like, who is that? I can't tell who that's speaking.
Hmm.
And then I said, let me roll it all the way back because I want to see who's that speaking because everything she is saying is resonating with me so much. And
Uh-huh.
then I rolled it back and I replayed it. It was right after Lolly was speaking. And Lolly said some really profound stuff. And after Lolly was speaking, I listened to it again. And guess who it was that was speaking?
You,
Me.
you.
Yeah.
So profound. I'm like, dang, and I didn't even recognize my own voice.
I
That's
told
what
you,
was so
girl,
funny
you
about it.
powerful.
That was your higher self talking.
It was so funny. I'm like, no, that ain't me. It was.
I
Yeah,
let me
that was
yeah, let me tell you, I know I know we're in our element, my husband and I and my family and stuff, but when I hear the music that, like when he's just playing something or I'm playing something or I hear it, I'll be like, damn, who is that?
Mhm.
I want to hear them. I want to play with them. You know, I mean, that's like totally, who is that? There is no over there. You know what I mean? No, it's all. And so when you're doing what you love, love, love to do. Oh, and I see you, Sharonda. Go ahead because I know you could maybe not talk in a minute.
I'm on a little break. Um, and this is good from the little bit that I could hear. Did take a couple of screenshots, but I wrote it down so I can go fast. So what am I passionate about? Overall, I'm passionate about education. And within education, so I was talking to somebody, y'all know I'm 25 from school, right? I was telling somebody, I teach everywhere I go. Well, like mostly everywhere I go. But I am trying to get back to teaching, but not necessarily in the classroom per se, but in education, I'm concerned about all of these things: gardening, dance, real estate,
Hmm.
wellness, Reiki,
Hmm.
entrepreneurship, and community.
That's where your passion lies.
Yes, in all of those areas. Sometimes I feel like I'd be kind of like all over the place, but
Mhm.
I'm passionate about all of it. So it's just like, so I know for the entrepreneurs, Jim, he said we have to get one money tree first. And I do understand that, but sometimes we have different projects that we have to work on. But as far as our products and services and everything, we do have to kind of focus on like one thing at a time. And I'm glad we're talking about this, as I think I heard in the beginning, like, well, we in the second half. I haven't heard you talk about your quarters, Keisha, but this is the second half of the year. We are in the third quarter. So, far as goal setting and things of that nature, and smart goals, we do need to, even for myself, I have been kind of feeling this for like the last month, especially turning over to the second half of the year. We need to go back and revisit our goals at least, on a quarterly basis to see, part of that smart, a part of that is measurable, and see how far are we. Keisha have wanted us to do, get our credit report from last year. Do I even have my credit report? No. So, you know what I'm saying? It just try to keep us focused so that we can reach our goals, so that we can be aligned and in our element, Queen Aduni, in our passion and in our purpose, or whatever it is that we're trying to work on, paying bills or whatever it is.
So thank you, Sharonda. When we talk about, like you said, education, what does education look like to you? Don't answer yet.
Well, I mean, I'm a teacher by trade. So, you know, that
Okay.
that is what I'm passionate about. But like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the classroom. And just like, okay, for my Jesus followers, we're supposed to be in the world, but not of the world. And we are supposed to be fishers of men, okay, or people or whatever. We are not limited to the four walls of the church. So for me, I am not limited to the four walls of a classroom with my favorite fourth graders. I can be teaching somebody about any of those areas, but I need to work on myself first. And I feel like with a lot of things, especially like, okay, with the real estate, I feel like once I get me together, I'm be able to help so many other people when it comes to that, as far as the home buying process, the investing side. Okay, what do you need to do to be wholesaling? What do you need? Down payment assistance to buy a home, So, I mean, it's just many different areas within that. But I mean, as far as teaching, in any of those areas that I mentioned, I can teach somebody in all of those areas, but I need to get me together first. God got to get me together first. And then I feel like once that happens, I'll be able to bless so many more people, because even in my in different state, I'm always, well, most of the time able to help other people in some way. They be looking at me like, but I'm able to drop nuggets and, help them, what I'm saying, in some type of way.
Mm-hmm. 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 That's basically what I was about to say, is that, some people, when you say education, there's a picture in all of our minds of what that looks like. So that's why I wanted to know what does that look like? Because I'm an educator. When I go to school, I may not be in the Detroit public school system and stuff, but I teach. And so if they say they'll give a discount if you're a teacher, are you a teacher? Yes, I am. You know, yes, I am. But and a lot of the things, when we look at what our passion is, it's like like I was just saying, God told me, look, here's the three I want you to work on. These three, like you said, when you get those together, then that's going to open up the door for the next thing. Now add this, now add that. So you're on the right track. You're working on uh, education, and you go into a lot of workshops and all of that. Star, and then Lakeisha.
Um, I want to share that I don't remember what it was I was doing at the time. I heard, the Holy Spirit say to just enjoy being you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just enjoy being you. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're going to, even if it's uncomfortable at the time, that's just a moment. Just enjoy being you, enjoy the journey. And I do want to say to Lakeisha, thank you for being in that room that you're in, because blue is my favorite color. And I see I see the blue there in different phases of blue. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to see what's next here.
Oh, can I want
Lakeisha.
to say
Oh
one thing?
yes, Lakeisha, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I just wanted to say a couple of things, piggyback on a few things that Sharonda has said. For
Yeah.
one, I remember Mr. Cartwright say, people always have a tendency throughout my years to say, "Are you doing too much? You're doing too much. You should just concentrate on this." And that's just not how my mind works. But he says only poor people tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Wealthy people don't tell you that you're doing too much. I say, Sharonda, keep doing what you're doing. Follow your bliss. I remember getting that from what's that guy? You introduced us to can't think of the bald head man name, whatever. But he talked about following your bliss.
Yeah.
Follow your bliss. Do whatever it is,
You talking about
that makes you
Bashar?
happy. Bashar, yes. To
Mm-hmm.
follow your bliss. And he who waits on perfect conditions never get anything done. So quit worrying about trying to be perfect. Just do what you can do. Just focus on what you want, not what you don't have. How I ain't got no money. None of that. Just focus on what it is that you want.
Yeah, yeah. Because here it is. You do what you can do, and then God does the rest.
Come on.
But you come with what you got, and there's nothing that God can't do and make it happen. So, so it's like God is like, come on, okay, let's go. Oh, let me show you this too. Thank you, Lakeisha.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me pin you so I can see it close.
Can you show it again? Let's see.
Oh.
That is really cool. And I'm like, oh, okay. And but I got um oh wait, this is her. I got Kathy Grant's. It was inside of this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was one inside one.
Yeah. I didn't really want to mark it on, mark her book. So maybe we just
Okay.
let her know that
Okay, I'll get it.
somehow we get it to her.
Okay.
No, I'll tell her bring her butt Sunday and I'll have it. Come Sunday, I'll have it for you.
Yes.
Yeah, and when the teacher is ready, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Will appear.
Yes.
And JP Morgan and Peck said, go as far as you can see. When you get there, you will see some more.
You'll see some more.
You'll see some more.
You're gonna see some more. Because otherwise it would be overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't handle all that. Well, it is 10 o'clock. If I could where's my co-host? I'm gonna let you close us out, Boo. I appreciate all of us coming together and talking about our passion, our creativity, and how strong you are. If I'm gonna tell you, you can see people when they don't have their passion, they're not operating in it at all. Even if you only knew it. I mean, you're so busy with the children, you're so busy with carve something out for yourself. Something where it's like, you know what? Today, it's about me. And you have that, let that scroll in your life. Today it's about me. And but I mean, that's what you queens all do anyway. And our Elizabeth also. Um, so it's Friday, and any announcements? Oh, Sunday, please, if you can, come on by. I perform at 2:30. We start at 2 o'clock. 2:30, I perform. After that, we start doing some other stuff, depending on who's there. But we get into our art. We get into self-expression. If you want to come and do something, this is the time we're going to come together. We will be inside. I know that based on what I'm seeing with the weather. Not even going to take a chance, but just come on through. And thank you very much. Anything else? Anything else happening?
Yeah, I put a couple of things in the chat. I'll try to get the people to come on here and I'll have to really get with you. I don't know if we have a form or how you want me to submit information because I have so many people that I'm supposed to been submitted.
Okay.
But the pink flyer, I put it both of these events in the chat on the WhatsApp. The Dainty Ladies, that's a T where it's gonna be some heavy hitters in the building. If anybody is free
Yeah, I saw
tomorrow.
that. Uh-huh.
And then also, it's another girl that I really think might be a missing piece to what we need. She don't know it yet, but she told me that she does the fundraising for her, the blue one. She does the fundraising for her. If you talk to her, Queen, don't say I said nothing. We just let it come out naturally. But she says she does the fundraising for their events for the Empower so that the people don't have to she sent me some other stuff. She works with the youth and then the veterans. So and she's a Delta. So she got a lot of people and she been sending different stuff as I'm in a chat with her and somebody else. And that sister is a powerful sister, Ms. Marletta Boyd. Okay.
Okay,
But
okay. Uh-huh.
she has an event today for the youth to get into the tech industry. No,
Mm-hmm.
this is not with Black Tech Saturday, which I probably should tell her. They need to connect with that organization as well. But yeah, they have a tech event going on this afternoon for the youth to get into the tech industry.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Anyone else? All right. Baby. Okay, baby. All right, peace out. Love you.
Oh,
Give
hug.
yourself a big hug. Give the world a big hug. Sprinkle joy and love and peace and harmony and color and all the wonderful things that brings you joy. Operating your passion all the time, every moment. So you'll be happy, right, baby? Right? She's like, okay. Peace out.